We should preface all this by saying that I am an actual professor of psychology, and I actually do teach a course in the psychology of sex, and these are actually questions from my midterms and final exams in said course.
Yes, that is already the perfect intro with that. Hello and welcome to Dr. Nuka's midterm exam. Even so, by now it's basically the final, isn't it? Because we finished the game and now we have to prove our knowledge. So, I'm not sure if you have any additional introductory words about the test. I mean, you already gave us an outlook of that those are some serious questions from serious exams, so...
Yeah, this is... I should preface... I've trimmed the exam a little bit because, I mean, my class typically, they do a bunch of reading, so there's a lot of, like, research methods questions. Those aren't in here. There's a bunch of questions about, like, specific studies. I largely took those out because I figured it's not super fair to you if you haven't read the nuances of particular studies. This is more so, for the most part, general kind of knowledge. It's been cherry-picked to kind of be the ones I thought would be the most interesting for the stream.
Fair.
Okay.
And thanks again for that. And for chat, you, of course, are also very welcome to join in. It's a multiple choice test, I believe, with 24 questions.
Yeah.
And can you already... how many... Normally, I mean, a normal exam has 40 questions plus the text.
Short
questions.
answer. Yeah.
Yes. So how many of those 24 does one have correct in order to pass? Does one need to have correct?
So you'd have to go for 50%, I would say.
Okay.
So in this case, we got 24. 12 is your cutoff. You get 12, your gold.
For passing, and after that,
I'll keep score for you.
that is. Oh yeah, right. I haven't actually prepared a score on the board, so yeah. And audience, you are very welcome to join us in it and write down your own answers and see at the end if you would pass Dr. Nuka's midterm exam. And with that, question number 1. What? Do you guys also have? No. Okay. There we go. This is the first question.
Yep.
Also, who is reading the question?
Oh, I guess you can read it. I'm just judging whether you get it right or not. You can read and deliberate. Yes.
Okay.
Which of the following statements about the hymen are true? Hymens differ from person to person, including the extent to which they are naturally perforated or open. The hymen is a fairly reliable indicator of virginity, as more than 95% break for the first time during one's first sexual encounter. A hymen can break from non-sexual activity, including athletic activities like horseback riding. 2 of the above statements are true. A, B, and C are all true statements.
I'm a total jerk when I make exams. There are absolutely 2 of the above, 3 of the above. Yeah, I put all those.
Oh my God, Nuka, why would you do this to us?
Because it forces you to think.
Oh my God, I hate using my brain, dude. All right, fine.
I
believe I actually know the... Oh, then again, do I know the answer? Okay.
What makes these questions great is you can't just say, well, it's one of them, because it could be 2 of them, it could be 3 of them. So but that makes it hard.
Yeah, the right answer. Here's the thing. I should probably not preface that I know the answer because if I actually am wrong, then it is double embarrassing.
I'm going to close the chat so that I don't...
I also noticed that I should not look over. Also, chat, maybe keep track for yourself. Then again, showing up... Okay, I will just try not to look at the chat. That's a fair point. I'm just not looking at the chat. I'm focusing on here. But despite totally not looking at the chat, I would agree with them that it is answer D because B is a myth. With that it's a very good indicator for very much the point that point C is true, namely that non-sex activities can actually break the hymen, and also it's probably I would also assume that it's different from person to person. So my answer is D. What about you, Wolf? Do you have a different opinion?
I'm gonna have to go with D as well because if I choose, C and B can't both be correct, right? And
they are kind of mutually.
Yeah, I'm looking at C and A, and I'm like, that sounds correct. Yeah,
So
I'm going with D.
Okay.
Going with D.
Yes.
Then you would both be correct.
Ah, thank goodness.
Oh, thank God!
Okay.
I can't have the internet think that I don't know about sex. That would ruin my reputation.
Exactly. You were there, couch co-oping HuniePop too. How could you not know about sex? We
You're
met.
well on your way to 100% on the exam. This is good.
See, that's it. Okay, next one. Early in embryological development, humans go through a... What? Stop it. What? Why is this doing it? Okay. They're going through a non-sex differentiated stage. At this point, exposure to sex hormones determines how the body will develop. Which of the following accurately represents the male/female equivalence based on this period of development? Yeah, so basically, what two things are the... Consider sex as a skill tree in a video game, and you have those...
I don't hate this analogy. That's the best part. I don't hate this.
All right, yeah, keep going.
For multiple ones, you have this either-or decision, depending on if it goes male or female. And we need to figure out if those trees are correctly aligned. So the scrotum is analogous to the labia majora. The glands of the penis is analogous to the clitoris. The testicles are analogous to the ovaries. Two of the both are correct, or all three are correct?
Nuka.
The thing is...
Yeah.
Yeah, I even for the penis parts, I don't even know which one is which, so... The glands...
I'm thinking.
I mean, there are probably some glands down there, but I don't know which are the glands of the penis. I don't know what they do, and I don't know if
glands.
Glands. The glands.
Yeah.
The glands. This is... Okay. But... Oh yeah, are they... I mean...
I'll give you a hint. So the scrotum is the sac, right?
Okay.
The glands is the head.
Ah, wait. I actually have heard that the head is basically the equivalent to the clitoris.
The head of a penis is almost as sensitive as the clitoris.
Is the scrotum the labia? It feels so ironical because one of them is a framework, the other one is a sac. So can it develop so differently? The testicle. I mean, you would also assume that the testicles. From an amateur point of view, you would assume that the testicles are the equivalent to the ovaries because in the respective sexes, this is where all the genetic stuff gets produced.
I mean, could you? But testicles produce sperm, and ovaries produce eggs. When you're a fucking fetus, does it? Oh, what am I trying to ask?
You have neither of them at this point, and I believe the actual production of the stuff starts later.
Oh, okay.
So,
Dude,
you know what?
No clue.
No clue. I mean, here's the thing. One of them is true, or two of them is true, or all three of them is true. And you know what? This all sounds very convincing. No. Here's the thing. I say one of them. Okay, I go with D again and say that one of them is meant to throw us for a loop. That
you think one of them is meant to?
I'm guessing. I literally don't know, but I'm saying D anyways. Just for adventurousness.
Okay, here's where we have to split off here because I'm gonna go with E.
You say none of them is a trap. You say all three equivalents are true. He didn't do a mix up or a shift up to because you could imagine. Nuka is a sly cat. Look at his face. He could have.
Pretty sly cat. Yeah, you got me there.
Yeah. He could. Although I am pretty sure that all those 6 terms are true and belong somewhere on the respective genitalia area. But what if they just not are aligned correctly in all cases? So I stay with. So you say E, I say D, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Nuka
is E.
It is E. Damn it.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Yes.
You're one ahead so far. Arr.
Let's go.
Okay, let's.
Oh.
So onward to number 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh boy, now we are talking penis, buddy.
All right.
Okay.
Should I read this one?
Oh,
out?
sure. Let's rotate.
I guess.
Yeah.
So which of the following statements about the human penis is or are true? A. Erections are caused by blood filling 3 tube-like chambers that run along the length of the shaft. B. The penis contains a small bone known as a baculum, which helps attach the penis to the pelvic bone. C. Sperm are only produced during sexual activity and are released directly from the testes during ejaculation. D. 2 of the above. E. All of the above.
Oof.
Okay. I think I think I know which one this is.
Oh, you know? Okay, please do share.
I think I know specifically what this is.
Oh.
I think this is A.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure about the 3 tube-like chambers part, but I am certain that a penis gets erected by blood filling into it. There are no bones in the penis. I know that for a fact.
But it's called a bone.
It's called a boner. There are no bones in the penis.
And what about the term of boning?
I don't know, Max. I don't know where it came from. I didn't make that word. And sperm are only produced during sexual activity.
This seems a little bit.
I don't know.
I mean,
I feel like sperm is kind of being made all the time. It just sits in your balls and waits to be shot out when you have sex.
And I mean, there is this thing of on-demand production. When you do something on-demand production, it usually takes a little bit longer. So and it's very valuable. While men with their sperm are not very holding back with it, and it's basically that's often the problem, that the sperm is ready too fast. You know what I mean? So
I know what you mean.
Yeah. So I'm also not believing in C. B. I think if there would be a tiny bone, which obviously would have to be included in skeletons, we would know about it, and it would have been ridiculed so often and would have been made so much fun of, that I am with you. I'm also saying A.
All right.
Yeah.
And
So the answer is A.
A.
Let's go.
Just for a little bit of trivia there, the 3 tube-like chambers are called the corpus cavernosa. The baculum is not in the human penis, but many animals actually have a baculum.
Oh.
Including, for example, dogs.
Huh.
And yes, sperm actually they are stored in a part of the top of the testicle called the epididymis, and they are stored for quite a while after production to mature before they can even be considered viable.
Huh.
See.
Haha, guys, we tricked you into edutainment. That's what you get.
Suckers.
Okay, Wolfit, yours.
Good luck.
Oh, what the fuck is this? The primary difference between the meatus and the what the hell?
Introitus.
Introitus is that one is the outdated term and one is the modern term for the same anatomical region.
Uh-huh.
One refers to the structure of the clitoris, while the other refers to the structure of the vagina. One refers to the external structure of the genitals, while the other refers to the internal structure. One is on the outside of the vagina, and the other is on the outside of the uterus. None of the above statements is true. What? You know what?
Okay. I have never heard meatus. I have never heard introitus. But Wolfhead, we got this.
You know what I think?
We are
You know what I
detectives.
think?
Okay, what do you think?
You know what I think?
Yeah, what do you think?
I think Nuka just made this shit up.
You
I
think-
think there was no such thing as a meatus or the.
There's no such thing as a vagina.
Yeah, get out of here with your vagina. So what are you talking about? What are you doing? But I think I think that because I've never seen this word in all my life, and I have taken sex ed, but I can understand that I'm not as smart as Nuka. Maybe he didn't pull these words out of his ass, but I'm banking that he pulled these two phrases out of his ass and then put these answers here. So I'm gonna go E. None of the above statements is true because this question doesn't even make any sense to begin with from the start.
Fair.
Doing.
Well, I guess I have to do my detective work by myself. So you say E. I don't give up so quickly because my parents and my sister and my grandfathers and one of my grandmothers are all doctors. And my sister is a biologist. And therefore, I know that there's a fuck ton of Latin words for everything in your body that you have probably never heard of as a layman.
Okay.
So, I believe that meatus and introitus are real words. And they probably also are about this imaginary vagina that Nuka invented. So, therefore, I don't think it's E. That would be too easy. So, but, now detectiving, hardcore detectiving. You see, the first one is about, B, C, and D are all about, the clitoris is, okay, clitoris, they are more like of the duality of something that's more visible, something that's more hidden, or external or internal, or so on. No? So, I dare to say that A is fake because the other three are so similar that he's probably trying to lead his students in. The student is just like intro. Intro means inside something. So, and meatus. I don't know. Okay, so vagina already sounds very Latin. So I have the feeling that. Refers to the structure of it. As a structure of... Nah, this don't sound like structure words. One refers to the external structure. Two of them have structure in it. Oh no, maybe there are structure words. The outside of the vagina, and the other one is about the outside of the uterus. Outside of the uterus? No. The uterus is important about the stuff that's inside. Nobody cares about the outside of the uterus. So,
doesn't the uterus hook up to the vagina, and then the outside of the vagina is just the outside of the body?
Oh,
you're not wrong.
Did I have that correct? Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Anyway.
There might be a question about that later, so I won't say too much.
Okay. So, my detectiving, where does my detectiving lead me? So, I said not E, I said not A. That we have
you seem to be hung up on the structure part.
Yeah. So, we have 2 times structure, but we have also the outside. And I don't believe in the 2 outsides. So, I say number... refers to the external structure of the genitals. The genitals as a whole thing, I'm missing the Latin in it, but I'm still going with answer number C.
So you have one for C and one for E?
Yes.
Yeah.
So this pains me to say.
Oh no.
It is actually E, but for the total wrong reason from what you said.
I am an idiot, savant! Hell yes!
For the absolute wrong reason from what you said. They are absolutely real terms.
Let's go.
So just so you know, the meatus refers on a person with a vulva. The meatus refers to the opening where the urine comes out, and the introitus refers to the opening of the vagina.
Okay. I didn't know that.
They are in fact real.
But the vagina is still made up. Good to know.
I mean, I've never seen it. I don't know. It could be a myth.
Wait.
All I know.
This was question number 4. I believe I had 2 right
you
so
have 2
far.
out of 4. Yep.
And Wolf had 3 out of 4. Okay, maybe
no, 4. 4 out of 4.
4 out of 4? No way.
I'm leading by 2.
You got all of them right?
So far,
I got this right for a dumb reason, but yeah, I got all of them right.
Damn, I need to up my game here, huh?
You did the thing where the baseball player swings so hard they spin around twice, but you still hit the ball.
Let's go! I'm so happy.
Okay, Liana thinks that men worry too much about the size of their penis. When it comes to orgasm, size matters very little. This statement is blank because blank. A. True, because penis size is associated with testosterone, which improves the chances of female orgasm during sex. B. False. Pleasure from most females stems from the penis contacting the highly sensitive cervix. C. False. Most females are more aroused by the sight of smaller penises than the sight of larger penises. D.
Okay.
True. Well, why did you jump again? I didn't touch anything. Go back. Wait. There we are. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
So, D. True. Female orgasms are... Seriously? Stop it. What's going on here? True. Female orgasms are almost entirely psychological in nature and rarely caused by physical stimulation. None of the above statements are okay. Okay. Oh, there's a lot to unpack here. Okay.
I have to quickly go to the washroom while you guys unpack this.
Unpack this. Okay. Fair. Okay. So... D about D. Yes, it is true that psychology plays a larger role for the female orgasm than for the male orgasm, but there still is a physical component about it. Otherwise, ladies would just go down the street, think happy thoughts, and ooh, which is not happening. There is more than just psychological aspect to it. So D is bullshit. Okay.
Yeah, D. I'm with you on D. Okay. What else are we going with?
A is all. A also seems bullshit to me, for the reasoning that gets put into A, namely that it's associated with testosterone, and testosterone improves it. No, the testosterone is inside the male body. So it's not like that your penis is just... We established last question that the penis is filled with blood and not with testosterone. So...
Yeah.
While the size argument is like out there as much as answer A is affected, I don't think that just the association of testosterone, unless we are going back to psychology, that the implication is because it's associated with testosterone. Testosterone is like manliness on a mere hormonal level, and therefore the woman sees big penis and is like, ooh, there must be a lot of testosterone in there, woo-hoo-hoo, and that gets them off. But I also have to call bullshit on this one in general. It's not testosterone.
All right, what have I come back to?
You come back to me being very trying to make arguments against A and D. So,
Okay.
Nuka, can you define the cervix for me?
The cervix?
fair
Yeah,
question.
can you define it
Sure,
for
yeah.
me? 'Cause yeah.
So cervix is sort of the barrier between the vagina and the uterus. It's the sort of sphincter-like interface between the two of them.
Okay, because it says false, because pleasure from most females stems from the penis contacting the highly sensitive cervix, but that sounds like some hentai shit to me. And I don't know why.
I mean, they have a lot of sensitive parts down there.
Because I thought the whole vagina was sensitive.
Yeah, exactly. But
Why would the cervix like be so special?
rather from
Unless I'm
most
missing something.
female stems from the penis contact. Yeah, I mean that's you have a fair point there. I mean, I know that many ladies prefer, for example, stimulation of the clitoris. So the cervix alone cannot be the all, the end all. And C, I do know. I talk to females at times, believe it or not, especially since I refer to them as females, which totally makes my point in that I talk to them. But no, I have actually talked to the ladies in real life, and not just in a horny context. And yeah, for many of them, a too big penis is a little bit of a like, oh no, that will hurt, kind of like it is a turn off. But it's not necessarily that they prefer smaller penis over larger penis in general. So I say all of these are bullshit. I say E. What about you, Wolf?
Because I'm going towards E too. It's either E or B, but B sounds like a fucking hentai to me. So I'm just gonna go with E. Yeah, I'm gonna go with E. We got 2 E's.
Yeah, you need to answer differently than me. Otherwise, I don't have a chance to catch up. But okay, we both said
you
E.
both have the right answer. We both have the right answer.
We have the right answer. It's all bullshit.
You have the right answer. Yeah, that is correct.
Okay, good. That's both of us.
although I will point out, just to correct something you said, the first couple of inches of the vagina are where the majority of the nerve endings in the vagina are. As you go further in, there are far fewer nerve endings, and there are some folks for whom contacting the cervix is actually quite pleasurable, but that tends to be the minority, not the majority.
Okay. So B is kind of the truest of the answers without being actually the relevant one.
Yeah, the incorrect part would be that most females.
Oh, okay, that's a lie. Okay. But yeah, moving on.
Okay, so that's 5-3. Let's go.
5-3, yeah.
Oh, stop it! What is happening again? Oh, what? Jesus. Okay, Nuka, you got the question with all the bad words.
Yeah. So the Grafenberg spot is thought to be an extension of which structure? The uterus, the clitoris, the urethra, the labia, or none of the above?
Who the fuck is
I was about to say,
Grafenberg?
this sounds like a super German name, and yet I have never heard of this good man or woman.
Want me to give you a little bit of a hint on this one, or do you want to go in totally blind?
I have no clue, so I might need the hint unless you want to go blind, Wolf.
No, give me the hint. Without the hint, I am nothing.
So here's the hints. There's another name for the Grafenberg spot. It's referred to as the G spot.
Oh, that's where the G comes in.
Yes, that's what the G means.
I
never knew that.
Yeah, I thought it stands maybe for getting off or good point or get in there, and not for a name. I didn't expect it to be actually be derived from the name of the inventor of the G spot.
The inventor.
Anyway, so the Grafenberg spot is thought to be an extension of which structure? The uterus, the clitoris, the urethra, the labia. Okay,
I know which one.
Okay, yeah.
It's none of the above.
Really? You sure?
It's none, I'm like 90% certain, because when I was younger, I used to think that the G spot was the clitoris, and they are two totally different things. The clitoris is the clitoris. Men have G spots, but it's not located in the urethra. You know where the G spot is located, right, Max?
Yeah.
In a guy?
Oh, in a guy, in the butt.
Yes, exactly. So
a few inches in where you can press up against the prostate gland.
Yeah.
For those who are curious.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say none of the above. I don't see like prostate here, so you know.
The uterus. I would say. Do I just follow your lead? Because I would just guess anyways. But then again, here's my thought process. I have no idea what the right answer is. So now I'm trying to strategize. Do I follow your lead and therefore risk?
I'm listening. I'm either
exactly.
right. I'm either like an idiot savant again, or I'm leading you into damnation.
Yeah. But this is the thing.
One of the two.
But the thing is, if you're the idiot savant, and I follow you, then we both get just 1 point, and your advantage remains the same. Yeah. So since we are guessing anyways, I could just guess as well, and hopefully I guess right, and you are wrong, and therefore I actually can catch up a point.
There's tactics here.
I know. Who needs knowledge in biology when you can tactic your way through the sex exam? Okay, I'm metagaming this shit right now. Now I also have to remember where exactly which part was. I mean, obviously in this answer you can't really tell me, because otherwise it would be a little bit too much of a giveaway.
Correct.
Yeah.
Uterus, urethra, labia.
It says an extension of which structure.
Yeah,
though, so I could be wrong, but I'm still going with the.
You know what? I'm jumping in there. I'm risking everything on this one. You said yourself the G spot is not the clitoris. To which I say like yes, because it's kind of on the opposite side of this part of the body. However, since we are talking extension, and this entire erogenous zone related to the clitoris goes a lot further than just this little dot up there, I'm gonna say maybe it also goes to the inside, and therefore I go with B.
All right, so we're gonna go with B and E as our answers.
Yes.
It is B.
Yeah! Suck on my G-spot, wolf.
If you're curious, you can have a look at it, Google image at some points, but you can see that there's an entire internal structure to the clitoris that is way bigger than what you see on the outside.
Okay, I can't win them all. That would be impossible. I can't. I've been extremely lucky this far, so yeah, we'll see. We'll see. What happens. So that is 5-4.
5-4 it is indeed. I actually started having a tally in front of me.
Okay.
Okay. I just made so. Hey, wait, no, this was. Oh, Wolfhead, I'm so sorry.
Wait, what?
It's your turn again. It's a long one.
I can read it if you don't want to read it. That's fine.
I'll read it. Nick is insecure about the size of his penis. Wham! Fearing it is too small compared to what he has seen in pornography. When erect, it stands at around 7 inches in length. According to research, which of the following statements is true? Females for whom penis and vagina preferred would likely be disappointed in Nick's size. Nick has no reason to worry about his penis since it is average size. Statistically, most females are dissatisfied with their partner's penis. Okay. Males and females shouldn't worry about their penis size or breast size since in heterosexual couples, males and females both overwhelmingly approve of their partner's breast and female's penis size, respectively. None of the above statements are true. They're all false statements.
I just hope that C is not true. I just really, really hope that C isn't true. Nuka, you have permission. A lot of
upset marriages there.
You have permission to lie to us, Nuka, to save our egos in case that C is the actual true answer.
I can tell you afterwards.
I mean, that's the thing, isn't it? That you are going to tell us if we want to or not. You value education or whatever you call it far too much. Okay. I just hope it's not C, so not C.
It's 7 weird.
Wait, 7 what is 7 inches? Shit. Somebody give me 7 inches in centimeters. I literally don't know what it is.
7 inches is normal. It's average.
It could be. Then it's answer B, but let me... 7 inch...
I think it ends up being about 17 centimeters.
Yeah, it's actually 18 centimeters.
Okay.
It's when you get into like the 8 inches and like 9 inches and 10 inches where it becomes big. But like 7 is very normal.
Sounds about it. Okay, let's see. So, females, the penis vagina thing. I mean, just the previous question pointed out that this is 18 should be long enough. So that should not be the case. B, average. This is what we are currently leaning for. D, females and... I mean, here's a funny thing. Males and females shouldn't worry about it in general. Like, it's like... A, we don't know if Nick maybe is gay, so maybe he is worried about his size, because answer D only is answer for heterosexual couples, which is kind of a dick move. Like, it doesn't answer the question at all. And despite not necessarily applying to Nick, it also doesn't answer the question. So D is a nice sentiment where I'm kind of curious if it's true. I wonder. I wonder if it's true. I mean, the cliche is that the guys are always like interested in the breasts of other women. I don't want this to be true. I don't want the cliche to be true. I would love that answer D is correct in the message that it carries, while it's obviously not the correct answer to the question. Yeah, B. I also lean to B, I guess. It sounds about average, yeah.
Wolf?
Let's see. You're leaning to B.
Huh?
Oh, am I gonna play it safe and go with you, or am I gonna fucking go to D here?
I mean, you were but D. What? Didn't you listen to anything I just said? D isn't even a correct answer to the question. It's just a nice thing to say.
I mean, if I had to answer your question, I listened to like half of what you were saying. I was looking at my phone, but let's see. You know what? I'm gonna play it safe. I wasn't paying attention to you. I'm gonna go to B though. I'm gonna go to B.
Okay.
All right.
Nuka?
So B is actually incorrect.
Oh no!
So I'll run through it real quickly here. So A is once you understand B, A makes sense. Nick is actually above average if he's 7 inches. The average penis is about 5.5 inches.
Huh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so a lot of people are insecure about their size at 6 or 7 inches, and that is in fact slightly above average. So, so he definitely there's no reason to worry about his penis. True, but it's not because it's average; it's actually above average, which is also why A ends up being incorrect. Statistically, most females are dissatisfied with their partner's penis. That is not true.
Oh, thank goodness.
D is perhaps the saddest one of all, though, because when they've actually done studies of this, turns out females are in heterosexual relationships. Females are actually overwhelmingly comfortable with the size of their partner's penis, but the opposite is not true. Males are far more than not disappointed with the size of their partner's breasts. It's a little sad.
Why you gotta make me feel
That's
like
sad.
that?
At least C wasn't true, but then again, C was kind of an egotistical thing anyways, and now D is also kind of okay.
This is the first one you've both gotten wrong.
Yeah, and so it's E, right? All of them are false.
Yes, correct. All are false.
Damn. I wonder how chat did on this one. Anyways, moving on to the next one. Great. I'm in the wrong window, I guess. Click. Okay. Which of the following statements about cheating... Stop it! I don't want to hear about Nick's penis anymore. Where is it? Okay, there we go. Which of the following statements about cheating, non-consensual non-monogamy,
You got there.
yeah, are true? Despite receiving a lot of attention in the media, cheating is rare and almost never the primary reason for divorce. Press D for doubt. Females tend to be more upset than males about sexual infidelity. Males.
Which one is the infidelity? That means like you can't get it up, right?
No. That you cheated.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
another word for cheating.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, females are more upset about guys when it comes to the topic of cheating.
Specifically, having sex with someone else.
Okay.
And I assume since it says upset, it's about the partner doing it and not.
Yeah.
And males are more likely to report having engaged in cheating than females. D, 2 of the above are true. E, all of them are true. Okay, I'm calling bullshit on the first one.
All right.
I rather say that the whatever Dunkelziffer is in English again. That the non-reported numbers. What is this called in English? What's the term for it?
Unofficial?
Yeah, the unofficial or the unregistered number is a lot higher. I would actually assume than it probably is for the people who are smart enough. Males are more likely to report having engaged in cheating. What does report mean in this context? Because
like brag about it or
because
something?
if it
in a study when asked, that this is what they say in a study when being studied.
That's the thing, because when it comes to bragging with the buddies, and then again I have the feeling that girls are also actually with their close friends are honest about it, like as in like, hey, you know, and on the other hand guys are more like drawn to bragging. So C, more likely to but yeah, that now we are talking about an honest answer in a study, which is probably anonymized.
Anonymous, yeah.
Anonymous. And B, females tend to be more upset than males. I'm not sure if this is true. I mean, you have the cliche of the very like, loud, hissy fits throwing woman. But on the other hand, I can imagine that men, when they find out that their partner cheated on them, they are like also like this. They have a more fragile ego. I have the feeling that they might be even more upset, and they are maybe not as loud about it, but they might just.
They're going to be like, I'm hurt, but I don't want you to know that I'm hurt.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Okay, so given that I'm not really convinced by all of those answers, I don't think it's D or E. It's probably just one of them.
Okay.
Tend to be I'm not sure if females are really tend to be more upset, or if it's just the thing that it more often comes out when a guy does it, and therefore the image of the angry woman is just more well known because the guy usually doesn't even find out when she does it. So I don't think B. Males are more likely to report.
C.
You think it's C?
Yeah, because guys are really braggadocious with sex.
So you mean they even when it comes? Yeah, it might be that even in a survey they might actually be like, I wouldn't tell my girlfriend, but I totally cheat. But the girl might still be like, it didn't really count as cheating, you know. Okay, one last look at the answer A. Despite receiving a lot of attention in the media, cheating is rare and almost never the primary No.
That's a loaded shit. It has to be.
Yeah, I don't believe in the rare part. And but the full statement encompasses all of it. That it's rare, it's kind of seems already false to me. The primary reason for divorce, I don't know enough about divorces I'm probably sure that often enough cheating gets put forward as a primary reason if it happened, but usually if one of the partners starts cheating and it comes to divorce, the cheating was more of a symptom than the actual primary reason, even if it probably gets used because it's better to show off for we just don't click with anymore with each other. So I might just follow in your footsteps and say and join you in C because it seems the least unlikely to me. So I'm also saying C.
So we're gonna say C?
I'm saying C. Yeah, we're both going C.
And it's answer E! No.
You're both correct.
Thank goodness. This was a hard one. Jesus.
So A is wrong because cheating is actually quite common. Between a quarter and 1/3 of relationships, someone has been cheated on, whether they know it or not. And cheating is actually the number one reason for divorce.
It is actually. I'm probably in the official version, even so I still think it's a symptom for why they actually break up. But okay.
It's the number one reason. For B, this is a tricky one because there's a difference between sexual infidelity and emotional infidelity. Sexual infidelity is you have sex with someone else. Emotional infidelity is like you've fallen in love with someone else. Females actually tend to be more upset about their partner falling in love with someone else than they are with your partner having sex with someone else. Males are the opposite. Males get more upset if their partner has had sex with someone else than if they have fallen for someone else.
That sounds about right. That actually sounds about right. That makes sense to me.
But we both got our point, Wolf. Whoop whoop.
Yep.
To the next one.
Onward.
A long one for Nuka.
This is me. Yeah. All right. So I like this one. This is a good teachable moment here. All right. So Todd is surprised that his girlfriend became pregnant despite the fact that they were using condoms.
What?
That's when Todd discovered that condoms have an 82% effectiveness rate. All of the following are plausible reasons for why Todd's girlfriend became pregnant, except, which one of these is false? Okay. Todd did not know how to properly put on a condom. It is possible, though rare, for sperm cells to occasionally pass through latex itself.
What?
The condom was applied after Todd had already begun sexual activities. D. Todd failed to withdraw promptly after ejaculation, allowing sperm to leak from the base of the condom. Or E. All of the above are plausible reasons for the failure of the condom. So basically, which one of these is false, or is it E. All of them are true?
Okay, one of them is false, or E. All of them are true. This is also thank you for helping to forgive me, because that's a trap for I believe the people who are actually sitting in the written exam and don't have somebody being like, by the way, this is how you have to read it.
I actually bold the words and stuff to try to avoid it. It's not me trying to do a gotcha. It's
Okay. all of the following plausible reasons for a topic girlfriend became pregnant, except so Todd did not put on the condom properly. Yeah, if you don't put it on properly, there is an actual risk. Is it possible?
This is.
I don't. I mean, I'm the sperm cells to occasionally pass.
No, this doesn't happen.
I don't think that it can phase shift through there. I would rather think that if there's a tiny hole in it, but this is, I guess this is not what the wording of B implies. The wording is like, it passes through the solid matter of latex. Which
I can tell you that's the correct interpretation of it. Yeah, we're not talking about a hole. We're talking about passing through latex as a material.
So this would mean that B is would be the correct answer because we are looking for the answer that would not make sense. Okay, let's go through the rest. Yeah. The condom was applied after Todd has already begun sexual activities. E.g. This should not know. I mean, it is e.g. oral sex, but
that can include like intraquarial sex or like frauderism, rubbing against each other. Yeah. So basically, they've already started doing sexy things before putting on the condom.
What if you ejaculate and then put on the condom and then ejaculate into the condom?
I mean, as long as the ejaculated stuff is not anywhere near any surface or that rubs against the vagina or the vagina itself, it should. I mean, if you ejaculate in the next room and then come over and put a condom on, it should not matter. So, but yeah, I think C could technically be possible, even though it should be rare. Otherwise, I'm just like, oh Jesus! I played with fire in the past. Todd failed to withdraw promptly after ejaculation, allowing sperm to leak.
That could happen.
But does it really? Can it really be squeezed so far back that it then drips out and then goes back up the entire? Really?
It can't because like condoms have like a little balloon at the tip of it that catches the semen.
Exactly.
So for it to leak out the back is like you would have to put it on wrong.
Yeah, but it had to go all the way back, get around the bend of it, and then get all the way back up in there. So technically, but here's the thing: we are talking about technical possibilities. So I dare to say that. While it seems very unlikely for me, D seems technically possible. Same thing with C. It should normally not be a high risk, but technically it's possible.
The only one that's not technically possible is B.
I mean, we assume. Maybe there is a little sperm. I mean, when the Flash has sex and his sperms can actually vibrate their molecules.
Flash, that's a DC superhero cat.
I don't know, Todd. There is probably a superhero whose alias is Todd, and maybe he has phase shifting abilities. I don't know. But yeah, I would probably you are going for B, I assume. I would probably join you on B. I mean, just to be a contrarian, be like E. No, it can shapeshift, phase shift through there. No, I just want to believe in the power of latex, and I say B.
Yeah, I think it's B as well.
Okay,
hit us, Nuka.
Nuka, hit us.
It is B. That is correct.
Okay. So A, C, and D are all possible.
They are possible, yeah. So, one of the most common failures of condoms is people not knowing how to properly put them on.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
B is not possible. To the best of my knowledge, sperm cells cannot pass through a latex barrier.
Just out of curiosity, how do you put it on so wrong that it ends up being like putting it on, realizing it's rolled the other way and turning it around.
That's a super common one. Put it on
really?
wrong, flip it, and then
what you've done is
And the problem with that is that there's pre-ejaculates now
Yes.
on it, and pre-ejaculate can contain sperm cells. So
Exactly. Who does this? Who is like, whoopsie? I guess I turn it. This is like, hey, hey, honey, we don't need to use another condom. We can just turn this is inside out and use it again. This is like, no.
and the
Oh God, that's awful.
so the plausibility of C is because people often don't think about it. They say, well, we just did oral sex before we put on a condom. But anytime you start, handling a penis, right, there's potentially pre-cum on your finger. So if you're, I'm masturbating and then I put my fingers inside the person, and as soon as there's any sort of sexual activity beforehand, there is a risk that you're not realizing it. You've got pre-cum on you somewhere, and you're spreading it everywhere. And then again, not super likely, but plausible. And then for D, yes. So what happened? One of the things that you forget is after ejaculation, the penis tends to shrink, and it's during that shrinking that semen can leak out the bottom of the condom. If you stay inside for too long, right, you shrink, and then it is no longer tight against the penis, and so that's when stuff leaks out.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Sounds
okay. So, but yeah, we both got the right answer. Now I can't remember if I already gave us a tally or not.
I know I'm one ahead.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. So currently the numbers are that was number 10. We are at A and Y has 7.
What?
And Wolf has 8.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay,
Yeah,
this makes more sense. Okay, 6. This means
and it's out of 9. It's out of 9 so far. Sorry.
So I haven't tallied us yet. Okay, cool. Okay, next one. Whoa, stop it. Did it again. Wolf.
Okay.
Oh, you jumped ahead again. Go up.
Oh, you jumped ahead again.
Wait, is it back? Wait. Oh, yeah,
yeah.
it went too far. Okay. This is the one we just did.
Yeah.
Also, 82 effectiveness rate. Is
Yeah.
this accounting for A or?
It's accounting for mistakes. Yeah. In actuality, it's much higher, like in theory, but in actual practice, it's 82% because of all the fuck ups.
Okay. Because otherwise, B would be true. Cool. Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Which of the following statement about vibrators is or /are true based on research discussed in this course? They have been blamed for a number of sexual dysfunctions, including vaginalisms.
Vaginismus.
Vaginismus.
It's a painful contraction of the vaginal muscles.
Okay. They were originally developed as a clinical tool for the treatment of hysteria. Why do I feel like I've heard that somewhere before?
Because
I'll come back to that.
Hysteria was such a go-to answer for everything back in the day. It's.
I'm not saying that it was true. I've heard it before.
I know. There were so many misconceptions about it, and it would be funny if it wouldn't be so sad. But sorry, number C. Yes, please continue.
They were initially marketed as all-purpose massagers because sex was too tabooed subject. Just imagine somebody buying a massager and then they put it in their crotch and then they're like, "Oh, that feels much better." And then 2 out of 3 of the above statements about vibrators are true. A, B, C are all true statements about vibrators. I'm leaning towards D here.
Okay, and which one would you say is wrong?
I don't know enough about the vagina to make the claim that they have been blamed for sexual dysfunctions in the vagina. I don't know that for certain. But B and C sound like it sounds like it could be true in my brain. Okay. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I funny enough, I have the feeling that B and C are the ones I have the hardest time combining with each other, because on the one hand, hey, see this fun little massage stick for the entire body, and on the other hand, like, it's against hysteria, it's a very clinical tool. So one of them is like all-purpose massage stick, the other one is it's a specific clinical tool for hysteric women. So, but I could still imagine that they are both true, maybe not exactly at the same time. So first they developed it as a clinical tool for hysteria, because back in the day, instead of actually trying to understand women, everything was just stapled, just branded hysteria. But then it says like initial marketed as. So it got developed as a clinical tool, but then they realized, hey, this vibrating thing, it just makes them feel good in general. So they marketed it as an all-time massage thing because sex was a taboo, which, yeah, depending on where you are, still is. And they have been blamed for a number of sexual dysfunctions. It's the same level of ignorance as saying that everything is hysteria and also sex being a taboo. So, hey, stop it. What? Where is this? Where are those wrong signals even coming from? Like you see the pages like. So,
not sure what's causing.
Oh, come on, stop it! I don't want Todd's penis. No, wait. It was Nick's penis and Todd's pregnant girlfriend. I don't want to know about neither of them. Wait,
yeah,
why?
Wake up! It's jumped again.
Why, yeah, I was about to say why am I still staring at pregnancies? Anyways, okay. So I actually want to take your D, Wolf, and raise it to an E. I say all three might be true.
You think all three might be true?
Yep.
Right.
Okay, well you're going with E, I'm going with D. Hit us, Nuka.
Yeah.
Correct answer is D.
Let's go! Let's go!
And B and C are correct statements. A is not correct. It was originally developed by clinicians, so physical doctors who would treat hysteria through an orgasm, and because they were really lazy to do it manually, they just developed vibrators for it. And then people realized, hey, this feels pretty good. We should sell this, but they couldn't sell them as sex toys because that was taboo. So they sold them as like, oh, all-purpose massagers. You can put it anywhere on your body that might feel pretty good.
But come on, guys, you have to at least admit that it's absolutely plausible that Fox News would come around and be like, yeah, vibrators are causing sexual dysfunctions in women. Don't let your women have vibrators. That sounds like a Fox News thing. You have to admit. Come on.
Wait, Nuka, I have a question. When they say hysterical women, like how far back are we talking? Like I'm trying to think of a time period where like
Greek times. It has its origins in Greek times. The term hysteria.
Wow, that goes back.
Ancient Greeks.
I was trying to think of a time where like women would get like a little angry, and then the guy would be like, "Oh, you're being hysterical."
It has its origins in the ancient Greeks, who used to believe that when there was when a woman was being irrational, or when she was being overly moody, or when she wasn't being a good, quote unquote, good wife or whatnot, it was treated as hysteria. Literally refers to a wandering uterus. Her uterus is wandering around her body, not where it's not supposed to be, and that was thought to be the cause of it.
Oh, Jesus!
Wow. All the way back in Greece. What the?
Ancient Greece. Yep. Freud popularized the term in more recent times in the 1800s and 1900s. But all the way back to ancient Greeks. Freud was also fond of taking ancient Greek ideas like catharsis and popularizing them again.
Wow. Oh, Jesus.
I never knew that.
Now I have the mental image of Greek philosophers assuming that individual organs are just throughout the
just
body.
Wandering around.
Jesus. Yeah. Well, one more advantage. You're back 2 in the lead now, Wolf.
Let's go.
Your superior knowledge about the female sexual dysfunctions has once again proven valuable.
Yeah, let's call it that. Let's not call it anything else.
Whose question was it? Is it my turn? I believe it's my turn, isn't it?
Yeah.
I believe so.
So, Patty believes strongly in teaching children abstinence-only education. Oh, great. I already hate Patty. Her sister, Selma. Oh, I see what you did there, Nuka. Patty and Selma.
Every one of my references here is a reference to some cartoon or some show.
Oh, shit. Now we need to go back. So wait.
Nick is from Big Mouth. And they're all references to different shows.
But okay, just a Nick by himself or Todd by himself is hard to tell without additional context.
Yeah, usually I take names and usually I'll have extra names. But they're all technically references. There's Futurama ones. There's,
Ooh, now we have an additional test on top of the test. We need to now play this as well. Anyways, her sister Selma tries to explain to her that abstinence-only education does not work. Which of Selma's arguments below are correct? So the arguments against abstinence-only education. Okay, hopefully the answer is E without having read anything. There can't be enough arguments against it. Anyways, Many people's definition of abstinence includes behavior that can lead to pregnancy.
Huh.
Okay. Well, how do people define abstinence? Jesus.
Dude, I don't know shit about abstinence because I was never abstinent, nor did I ever go to any abstinent teaching classes.
I guess the Q word here is many people. And then again, if you think of the previous question of even before you start the actual sex act, you can still do stuff that gets sperm flying around and ending up in vaginas left and right. So the pregnancy answer could be actually. Anyways, B. Abstinence requires a great deal of self-control that many people lack. Yes.
I mean,
I can only talk from my own point of view. And yes.
It definitely gets harder when you're a teenager.
That's what she said.
Oh,
Also, Denim called out earlier when I was saying, I want to take your D, Wolf. And I didn't know.
Are we just gonna leave that one hanging?
I legitimately didn't even notice what I was saying.
I noticed it. That's why I chuckled.
I smell fan arts.
Oh
No, Chat, behave.
See, studies have shown that abstinence-only education does not reduce rate of teenage sexual activity. Yeah, it probably doesn't, and they still do it because they're horny fucking teens, and then they have not learned the actual part about how things work. Because if you only get taught about stop it. Wait. Okay, we went backwards. Okay, yeah. If you only learn what?
Oh, up.
Wait.
There you go. Oh,
no, there we go.
Up, there you
okay,
go. There you go.
So it's a funny thing. So it jumps one back, and if you then click forward, it still thinks you're on the original one and gets you one forward. This is madness. Maybe I should just restart the presentation or something. Anyways. Okay, so, and then D, 2 are true, E is, exactly. So, I could, A, as we talked before, just having fun together without actual doing penetrative vaginal sex. I tried to use big words and I'm failing horribly. Vaginal sex.
Or PIV sex, as we say.
I was actually pretty close. I just pronounced it wrong. This still can, especially when you're like, oh no, we are totally abstinent. Let's play petting. That could lead to pregnancy. Abstinence requires a great deal of self-control. I mean, abstinence-only education does probably still include you're not allowed to masturbate, but at the end of the day, you could still masturbate, right? So,
yeah,
I mean, maybe I'm reading B wrong, but it's like, whoa, it requires so much self-control not to have sex. And I'm like, no, when you have sex, yes, this doesn't sound very consensual to just be like, I lose my control, sex. That sounds really bad.
If you're abstinent, are you not allowed to masturbate?
I assume that the people who teach abstinence-only education, so they don't tell them anything, they just are like, don't do it, it's for married people alone. I have the feeling that those people also condemn masturbation. But B still strikes me as weird. And yes, C, studies have shown that abstinence-only education does not reduce the rate of teenage sexual activity, but they have now less knowledge of what's actually going on. So I'm pretty sure C is true. I can see A being true, and with B I'm on the fence because I'm not sure how to read it. What's your take, Wolf?
The thing that makes me upset about B is just, it says that many people lack self-control, which is like a blanket statement for all people. I would say that many teenagers lack self-control, and once you get an adult, it becomes like easier to manage. That's the only thing.
If you want to reword it to teenager, you can reword it to teenager here.
Okay,
fine. I'll reword it.
Many young people, teenager young people.
Many young adults have problems keeping their horniness under control. Let's see. What were you going with, Max?
I probably lean towards D because I'm not convinced on B, but I'm feeling pretty good about A and C.
I'm going D as well. I have to play it
Going D.
safer. Yeah, I'm going D.
All right. So the answer is actually E.
What? Okay.
So allow me to explain. I'll explain. So A is absolutely so a true statement. It might blow your mind to that 4% of people believe that putting a penis inside of a vagina but not orgasming counts as abstinence.
Oh!
for a surprising number of people too. So they'll include oral sex. They'll include tribadism, so rubbing the genitals against each other, but not necessarily putting anything inside anything. Yeah. So a lot of people are very loose. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people are very loose in their definition of abstinence, which gets you in trouble. And then C is correct because not only does it not reduce rates of teenage sexual activity, but it actually leads to increased risk of teenage pregnancy.
Because they don't know what they're doing.
Because if you tell a teenager to not do something, they're just gonna do it.
As for B, there's research suggesting that more than half of people who take these chastity pledges with their abstinence-only education don't see them through. So more than half.
I mean, I believe it. God knows. When I was
in this case, many people is more than half.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, here B was really hard for me to grasp because I grew up in a liberal household, and most of my teenage time I was really wanting to, but lacking opportunity. But it had nothing to do with self-control.
I mean, I'm just imagining some boy taking like a chastity pledge, and then he sees his like crush in like a swimsuit for the first time. He's like, "Oh fuck this! This is awful. This is awful."
Yeah, and here's the sad thing. In the beginning, when we first read this question, I was like, "Yeah, E must be the right answer." I should have just stick with my guns. Damn it.
I thought you were going to do that. I was like, "Oh man, he's going to nail this one," and then you changed. You talked yourself out of it.
Yeah. I talk too much. I should probably play this more intuitive. Probably also a great idea for time reasons.
Yeah, so I have about 45 minutes to say now. So
okay. Let's see.
All right. So next one. I think it's my turn to read.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see if you understand the reference on this one. So Serena is deciding how attractive the new student at her school, Darian, is. According to research on physical attractiveness, Serena will find him more attractive if A. Serena is in a fertile period of her menstrual cycle and Darian happens to have a masculine face. B. Serena considers the other males at her school to be unattractive by comparison. C. Her two friends, Amy and Ray, both think Darian is attractive. D, two of the above. C, E, all of the above.
So
which one of these makes him more attractive?
Okay.
So C is basically like, hey, if my friends think he's attractive, I also must think he's attractive and possibly nab him before my friends can nab him. A is very specific.
Serena is in the fertile period for. So the question is, according to research on physical attraction, Serena will find him more attractive if. Okay.
Considers the other males at her school to be unattractive by comparison. Is like, hey, you might be ugly, but at least you're not as ugly as these guys.
Basically.
And has a masculine face.
I mean,
this one is throwing me for a loop, man.
Some more masculine features like chiseled jawline. And...
I mean, that always gets them. Yeah. What do you think, Max? What do you think?
Yeah. First of all, I'm still trying to figure out. So we have a medium with a Serena, a Darian, an Amy, and a Ray. I don't think I actually know it, unless it's maybe Charmed or something. But I haven't watched it, so I don't know them.
Well, I wonder if chat knows. I'm curious to see.
Yeah, chat. Tell us which medium this is actually about.
I don't have chat open, so you'll have to let me know if they figured it out.
Okay.
I don't have chat open either. So Max, you're gonna have to let us know.
I actually believe that C is an correct answer. It's a thing that if others. No, it's confirmation bias. It's a form of bias of confirmation when your peers are like, hey, that's a nice person, it's a good-looking person. I know that it's true for if you find somebody nice, if you give them a trust goodwill, You usually do this when you see that they are already getting along socially with other people. If they have social standing. So I could imagine that this also transfers over to when your gal pals are like, whoa, he is attractive, that you are more willing to look at them in a like, oh yeah, kind of way. Serena considers other males at her school to be unattractive. I mean, if you're already if you're already in this school, so he's a new student, exactly, yeah. So you're already Serena will find him more attractive if I guess if you already are familiar with the available potential mates in your current herd to go on completely distance
on an evolutionary biology approach.
Exactly. Then the potential new carrier gets probably a little bit, or maybe she already had everybody and therefore knows them all, and there's a new flavor in town. So I could imagine that B is also true. Now, you made a lot of fun about A, but there is something.
I think A is accurate.
I believe so too.
It was presented was kind of weird.
Yeah, I believe so too. When you are in a fertile period, so your body is screaming at you, mate, mate, and then you see somebody who has a face that screams testosterone. That's where the testosterone comes in, not the penis size. And then your biology tells you, mate with this guy, mate with this guy. So I say E.
In exactly that voice.
That's as I established before. I talked to female friends, and they confirmed that this is the exact same voice that all females hear in their head. It's a fact. It's scientifically proven. Please back me up on this, Nuka.
I can neither confirm or deny this.
I'm gonna leave you out there to death.
Anyways, I said E. What about you, Wolf?
I'm also going to go with E.
It is, in fact, E.
Let's go.
So for number A, a fun fact about number A, during less fertile periods of someone's menstrual cycle, they are actually more attractive to more feminine faces than masculine faces. So what you find attractive in a person can actually change depending on your hormone levels. For B, this is called the contrast effect. So when you're comparing someone to someone else, if someone is more attractive, the other person will seem less attractive by comparison. It's one of the arguments against overusing things like pornography, that if all you stare at is attractive looking porn stars and supermodels, it can make the people around you seem less attractive by comparison. And then C is scarcity effect. When you think a lot of people want something, it makes it very high in value, and so you want it because you're afraid to be scarce.
So actually, Wolf was right on C, and I was wrong on C. But we still agreed that it's true.
You got to it in the end. That's the important thing.
But okay. So what's?
I'm not sure. Reference?
Yes.
Is did anyone guess in chat at all?
Sure. What would it be? Then I can tell you if I see it in the chat.
It is a reference to Sailor Moon.
It is okay because somebody said Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
Like Sailor Cousins. Oh, okay. Oh, Amy, Darian. Who the fuck is Darian?
Tuxedo Mask.
Oh, I didn't know he has a name. Amy is Mercury. Ray would be Mars. Serena. Oh, Serena is actually her Sailor Moon's actual name, right?
Yeah.
I only know her as Bunny, so this one went over my head. Huh. Damn it.
I put references in there for all my students.
Yeah. Damn it. But one last question about A before we move on. So.
Sure.
Is this also to a certain degree true for guys, or is this also only for females because they actually went through the cycle?
Was it specifically for females in the menstrual cycle? I actually don't know off the top of my head about research on males and whether fluctuations in testosterone influence facial attractiveness. I'll have to get back to you on that one.
But okay, well, it was just me being curious. Okay, next one.
That's a good question. Right.
Research on arranged marriages has shown that when compared to personal choice marriages, arranged marriages are far less satisfying but lead to lower divorce rates over time, have similar levels of or even more satisfaction in the long run, are far more satisfying in the short term but far less satisfying over time, are more likely to lead to non-consensual, non-monogamy.
Cheating.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have to say cheating because if we have to say that because if we say cheating, people go like, "What do you mean cheating in like Scrabble?" No. Non-consensual, non-monogamy.
None of the above are true statements about arranged marriages.
So are any of these true statements about arranged marriages?
So I have no knowledge on it, so I would obviously only guess my way through it.
I mean, how easy is it to divorce out of an arranged marriage? Because it's arranged.
Yeah, so
I have to assume that it's not easy to get out of it.
Exactly. It already happens in a different culture. It has been like, now there has been stakes in it coming from both your families. So arranged marriages are far less satisfying, but lead to lower divorce rates over time. I mean,
I think that's true. Sadly,
yeah. I also have the feeling that I'm not sure about the latter part. I believe the less divorce. I'm not 100% sure about the less that it's less satisfying, because the thing is, if you're in an arranged marriage, you don't know the alternative. You can fantasize about it, but what you have is you have to arrange yourself with it, and you might go in it with a different mental state, where you are not like, because it's a free choice and you could choose whoever, you might be more critical about your free choice marriage. So I could actually see that the latter half, I'm pretty sure, is as accurate, that the divorces are lower for arranged marriages, but I am not sure about the less satisfying part. Okay, what are the others? Have similar levels or even more satisfaction in the long run. I
think that's bull.
I'm not sure. I mean, how do you measure satisfaction? By asking the people if they are satisfied.
Correct.
And once again, people in an arranged marriage don't know probably don't know the alternative. Maybe they had some premarital sexual experiences, but once again, my guess would be that if they are raised in a culture where arranged marriage is a thing, they probably also grow up with other restrictions. The problem is that A and B cannot be true at the same time, even though they harmonize in my line of argument. So this is kind of, by the structure of the question, a point against it. Are far more satisfying in the short term and far less satisfying over time. Okay, here I dare to say, with everything that I just said, that C would probably be reverse. That in the short term, I don't see a great additional satisfaction from, oh great, this is a guy that I never met before, now I'm marrying him, or the gal. I don't believe in the short-term satisfaction. This one I call definite bullshit on. Are far more likely to lead to, once again, talking out of my ass and focusing on the cultural context. A culture where there is arranged marriages, there might okay, now I'm thinking for more patriarchal cultures where I can see the man being more tolerated to actually cheat.
Yeah.
None of them.
Because I'm looking at it and I'm like, it's either A or D. I'm thinking.
Or C or E. None of the above are true statements about arrangement. Jesus, that's a difficult one. Fuck.
This is a bad. This is a brain teaser.
But
yeah, make you think one.
Yeah, only one of them can be true. Yeah, but the problem is I'm only thinking out of my ass about cliches and what I expect about arranged marriages. So maybe they actually are like super satisfying.
I don't know. I've never been in an arranged marriage.
Even more satisfaction in the long run. Once again, the B, who knows? B might actually also be true. Once again, you don't know the alternative. You go in with a different mindset, not with the mindset of I can pick whoever I want, and this is the guy I settled on, or the gal I settled on. So I could see B being true in that regard, but this would automatically also confirm A, and it cannot be both of them. Shit. Okay, Wolf, what are you going? I will go with something else out of spite in the hope that I can catch up to you.
I'm leaning towards my first instinct, and I want to pick A. Yeah, I'm going to go with A.
Do I believe in D? Yeah,
Do you
more-
believe in me?
God damn it! Why is it always D when
Power
I
of D.
Why is it always D when I make those
You
statements?
like the D. That's all. It's fine to admit that.
It's okay. It's a different time.
I guess
like,
it actually is, isn't it?
As a pansexual person, I'm on board with liking the D.
hell yeah, Nuka.
I get it.
Yeah, I'm the only one in this call who is only interested in my own D. But there is no answer F, no answer V for me, so I have to pick one of the other ones. My brain went places, and now I think of A as ass, B as breast, C as cock, D as dick, and I'm not sure what E is.
Why did you do erogenous zones? I don't know.
That's pretty good. I couldn't think of anything for E.
Okay, I need to say something so that we can move on. Okay, fuck it. I'm going for my one chance to keep catching up, so I say D.
It was B.
It was B?
It is B. In studies that have compared within cultures that allow both arranged marriages and love marriages, they do find that initially, romance or love marriages tend to be more satisfied initially, but very quickly, like within a couple of years, by far, people are much happier in arranged marriages.
I believe it. I mean, I made a point for it. But
Surprise to me. Okay.
Okay, this is not a surprise to me. But the surprise to me is what is wrong about A then, because A kind of seemed to be covered in B.
Are far less satisfying. They're more satisfying.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Far less satisfying. Yeah. So, but the lower divorce rates is probably true.
Yeah, lower divorce rates are true, and they are more satisfying.
Well, fuck. This means no point for either of us.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's the third question where you both got it wrong.
Yeah, Wolf. We need at least 12 points each to pass this, so we need to get our shit together.
Well, I don't know. I have to go pretty soon, so I don't know if we're going to make it all the way through. We'll do as many as we can.
Okay.
Okay.
And we'll figure out if you pass off the ones that you guys do.
Okay, we need to go faster then. So. Oh, I'm not sure. Whose turn is it? Stop this.
I think it's yours.
Okay.
Nick that was right. Nick has a positive attitude. That is correct,
Okay.
yeah.
Nick has a positive attitude towards sexuality. He is on his way to meet up with a friend for casual sex. When he drives past a graveyard, research on mortality's salience.
Mortality science just means thinking about death.
Okay. Suggests Nick should be less interested in sex after driving past the graveyard. Nick should be more interested in sex after driving past the graveyard. Nick should experience reduced sexual performance. Nick should experience greater feeling of guilt about wanting sex after driving past the graveyard. Driving past the graveyard has no effect on Nick. I mean, I assume E would be
I love this
too.
question.
Yes,
I love this question.
I dare to say E would be too easy. E would be too easy.
God.
So it's
I'm gonna go with A, and B makes me laugh.
I mean, being reminded of, oh no, life is so short. Hey, stop it. Life is so short. I need to bang. See, I mean, it seems funny, but I could also... Okay, imagining myself. I'm driving by a graveyard. I'm on my way to some casual... It's also casual sex, so it's not reproductive sex. Okay, I don't think B either. If I'm just there for having a good time, then I don't think B either. A, less interest in sex. Nick should I like the should part. He should experience reduced sexual performance. He should. This naughty boy.
It's descriptive, not prescriptive.
I know, but still, like, it sounds funny. Nick should experience great feeling of guilt about wanting sex after driving. A greater feeling of guilt. I might join you on A. Because B, I don't believe. The reduced performance could be if it in the back of his mind, if his mind keeps mulling it over and therefore is distracted. So I could imagine C, but no, I
can also imagine it being E, like him just looking at the graveyard and being like, "Oh, look, a graveyard," and then he just goes on about his day.
It could be. But it's specifically about the mortality salience, so that it another reminder of your own mortality. I mean, we assume that he has that there is a potential effect or none, because otherwise this field of study would be kind of like, hey, we found another potential case for it to be relevant. Oh no, it's not. So
a whole field full of null studies.
Exactly. So yeah, I go all for A as well.
All right.
Yeah.
Ready to have your minds blown?
It's
B.
It's B. More interested in it.
What
Research-
the fuck?
So,
Huh.
there's a couple moving parts here. Research on mortality salience suggests that thinking about death causes us to amplify whatever our beliefs are. Whatever thing you believe it more when thoughts of death are on your mind. So if you're religious, you become more religious when death is on your mind. If you are protective of your kids, you become more protective of your kids when death is on your mind.
If you're sex positive,
you become more sex positive when reminded of death. In a very real way, you think, hey, life is short, fuck it.
literally.
Just like what you said.
Okay, yeah, okay. When you say it like that, it makes a lot of sense. All right, you got it.
Nice.
I love that question.
Yeah, I'm happy with not getting this point. This was worth it. Okay. How many more do you have in you?
We could probably do one or two more.
Okay.
Let's see. This is number 15. Actually, this makes it number 15, so we'll make it out of 15. So this will be our last one.
Okay.
Okay.
So who's going for it?
Is it me? I don't remember. Who read the graveyard question?
It was Max.
Okay, then it would be you, yes.
Okay. So when it comes to male and female sexual fantasies, A, males tend to engage more frequently in sexual fantasy than females. B, male fantasies are more likely to include multiple sexual partners, and female fantasies are more likely to include themes of submissiveness. C, male fantasies focus more on the act of sex, while female fantasies contain more emotional content. D, two of the above. E, all of the above.
I might know this.
I think C is true.
I
I'm gonna put all my chips in the C, but there might be another answer that might be true.
I'm with you on C, actually.
Yeah.
Males
think
tend to engage more frequently in sexual fantasy than females.
I don't know if that's necessarily true.
It's a cliche, but how true is the cliche? That's what I'm wondering, because I'm also pretty sure that B is true. I mean, I am a guy who realistically says I'm afraid of a threesome because, Jesus, one partner can already be a handful. Two ladies? Two ladies? Really? I mean, it just...
This is Max. This is
I
Max
know.
admitting that he wouldn't be able to survive a harem.
Yeah.
Like if he,
I mean,
he wouldn't
HuniePop...
survive a harem at all.
HuniePop 2 is 100% fantasy for me. Like what's it called? Escapism, because I escape my limited, true, real physical abilities. So yeah, multiple sexual partners. Fantasy-wise, I believe I would say yeah. I see this, and from conversation with female friends, once again. I actually had a little bit of a running theme that more or less most of them confirmed that they have submissive fantasies. So I am pretty sure that B is correct. Which just makes me wonder, A, yes or no? Is the cliche true that guys tend to be more frequent about it or not? Because keep in mind, answer number C, a woman having a sexual fantasy does not mean, it does not mean jerking off. It just means fantasy.
It means fantasy.
Yeah, it might be letting your mind wander. Think in and out. No, not in and out. Inside out. No. Up. The one with the emotions.
Inside
out. Yeah.
Inside out. Okay. So think inside out. Ne? What does the mother do when she's disappointed from her husband? She thinks of Antonio, the airplane pirate in the tropical island. Ne?
Yeah.
This joke is coming from somewhere, and this would, I dare to say, count as a sexual fantasy, correct? Like
Correct.
even so, her fantasy doesn't include immediate banging. It includes like this strong male person who cares about me, unlike this blob that I have married. So so I am not so. That is a question. I don't know the female mind enough to know if it's how frequent it is. I know it is not as rare as people try to make it out to be. You know, the cliche that only guys are like super sex focused. No. The ladies also.
I think ladies think about sex just as much as guys. They just don't fucking talk about it as much.
Yeah, or no, they're more subtle about it. So
Yeah,
which
Can I add some more tension to the mix?
Oh Jesus, sure. It's a final question, so
It's the final question. You are currently sitting at 7 correct. If you get this wrong, you fail. If you get
oh
this right,
Jesus!
it's no pressure or nothing, but it comes down to this.
Yeah, you have already passed, Wolf. It's just for me. and I'm stuck at a fucking coin flip. Because that's the thing. I'm pretty sure about B and C. So we are basically a D or E as my correct answer, or as my answer
Wolf
that I
is
want to lock
between
in.
60 and 66%. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So, and the statement is males tend to engage more frequently in sexual fantasies than females. Okay, I'm sticking to all my ramblings and I'm saying like, no, this is not true. As Wolf just pointed out, ladies just think as often about sexual stuff as guys, just differently, which makes it look less naughty. But no, they are just as bad as we guys are. And with that, I say my answer is D.
Yeah, what was Wolf's answer?
My answer is also D.
D.
Yeah.
Here it comes.
So it is actually E.
No!
Oh, okay.
Damn.
Okay, all right.
Damn you, man, and you madman, you maniacs! You thought about her naked. Okay, yeah. Please, Nuka, tell us how we failed.
Yeah, so it's 7 out of 15 for you, which puts you just under failing, so like 45% or 46%. And Wolf, you got 9 out of 15, which I believe is 60%. My math is right. Yeah.
I'll see you next semester, Max, as I move into the other grade.
I was gonna say, yeah, you're moving up to the next grade. Max is repeating the semester.
He has to go to summer school. He has to go to summer school.
So I need to play. So you're telling me I need to play more HuniePop over the summer? I can do that.
How else are you gonna learn?
Exactly. How else could I ever learn about sexuality?
Yeah. It's been fun, guys. Thanks for having me on. We'll have to do this again.
Absolutely. I mean, we have half a test, prepared test ready to go, and well,
Indeed.
there were another 100 and how many questions we didn't even.
There's 180 questions in total, so it's like 160.
Yeah, but I mean, some of them were too technical, so we would legitimately not have a chance to answer them. They would not be interesting. But the original exam that we prepared for the stream was 47 questions long, so technically we probably could squeeze a few more out of that if we actually want to do a repeat of that. But
also keep in mind that I teach other courses too, so if you ever want to do this with regular psychology stuff, I'm happy to do that too for funsies.
It sounds like a fun thing for stream, so I might just come back to you on this one. But yeah, with that, thank you a lot for spending your Saturday afternoon educating two horny idiots.
I'm glad to do it. And hopefully some folks learn some stuff. That's always good too.
I guess. It's true. But yeah, thank you very much, Nuka, for joining us. And until we meet next time.
All right, have a good one. See y'all.
Bye.